Hello, and welcome to A Word of Hope for Tuesday, November 9th, when the Church celebrates the feast of the dedication of St. John Lateran Basilica in Rome. In one way, it's about a church building where the Pope is the pastor of that church, not St. Peter's, but St. John Lateran. But it's more than about a building. It's about what the building represents and what then you and I, in being related to buildings that are sacred spaces, what we are called to represent. The gospel is from John, and it shows Jesus' tremendous respect for the temple, that when he goes into the temple precincts and finds them selling all kinds of things and money changers there, he's just so annoyed and so upset that his father's house has been turned into a marketplace. And you see where he gets angry and he turns over their tables and he says for them to get out of there. The first reading from the prophet Ezekiel talks about the temple too, and how the water flows from the temple. It flows from the north and from the south, from the east and to the west. And everywhere the water coming from the temple flows, there's new life. There's new vegetation. Everything that comes from the house of God in that reading from Ezekiel provides for new life that others can live on. It's just a beautiful, beautiful image. And then the really important reading that comes in the middle of those two is from St. Paul's first letter to the Corinthians, where he says, "Brothers and sisters, you are God's building." And a little later, "Do you not know that you are the temple of God and that the Spirit of God dwells in you?" How beautiful it is. And what a wonderful teaching for us today. When the church says, pay attention and let's give some honor to this building, the Basilica of St. John Lateran. When the church says our houses that are our sacred spaces are very important to us, the church also says, let us remember that God is not limited to buildings, that in fact we are the temples of God's Holy Spirit. In fact, we are the houses of God. Think about that. Think about that. You yourself are the house of God. And good life that nourishes and nurtures and feeds and sustains should be flowing out of you, just as it flows out of, or should flow out of, every church of God on the face of this earth. God bless you.